Tonight, a newly released report outlines several issues with the Louisville jail, including major issues with the design and policies. Now, while the Metro Corrections Fraternal Order of Police calls the report concerning, they say it doesn't reflect significant changes made after it was commissioned. Gladys Batista joins us live now from the jail. Gladys, this has been some time getting this processed.
Yeah, that's right, Vicki. This report is 20 pages long, and it outlines a multitude of changes that should and could be made inside LMDC. But the problem is, critics say these changes have already been made.
I was quite disappointed in the findings.
That was the reaction of FOP President Daniel Johnson to this 20-page report on LMDC by criminal justice consultant Gary Rainey.
The scope of work was really centered around a suicide assessment process.
6 inmates died at the jail in 10 weeks in 2021. So earlier this year, the mayor initiated an independent review of policies and procedures. Rainey spent 3 days at LMDC at the end of April. His report outlines several issues, including bars, bunks, and fixtures in cells that facilitate suicide attempts, lack of a camera system with cameras only in 16 of the 226 single cells in the jail, the most common places to commit suicide. Johnson says several of those issues have already been addressed since Director Jerry Collins took over.
We've added cameras in the single cell areas. In addition, we've added monitors to the officer station so that when they're at the officer station, they can actually see what's going on in the single cell areas on those cells that have already been updated.
As far as contraband, the report describes food ports that don't lock as a danger, and even added, quote, while the new body scanners will reduce the flow from new arrestees and those being transported, it will likely have little impact on the internal flow of contraband between inmates and staff.
One of the first things he did is authorize overtime for maintenance. Came in and put locks on every single food slot within the facility over the weekend.
While Rainey stands by his observations, he says he too has noticed the quick changes made under Director Collins.
I believe that the Department of Corrections is on the right path today under his leadership.
But how the jail is built will always be a challenge.
Our facility has terrible lines of sight. It's linear, so you literally have to go all the way down the hallway, go in through 2 doors. Sometimes you got to go around corners to even monitor people that are even in single cells.
But the ACLU of Kentucky believes the conversation needs to be shifted entirely on how to prevent people from incarceration altogether.
So we don't need to be talking about a new jail. That's going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. And think about what we could do with that kind of money. The type of education that we could put resources into, transportation, housing, having more mental health beds.
Now, Johnson says he's looking forward to another report that's expected to come out that'll be presented to Metro Council on October 28th. He says that one will be more comprehensive and go into the time before Director Collins started until now. We're live at Metro Corrections for you tonight. Gladys Bautista, WOKY News.